Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Ayman. If you do know me, welcome back. Sorry, that was not the note I wanted to hit, but I'm just gonna commit, you know what I mean? Also, can we just keep in mind, I look so Arthur right now, like that meme where it's like, even though I'm wearing like shorts under this, but close enough, you know what I mean? At least I can maybe have a Halloween outfit this coming Halloween if COVID decides to die finally. But anyway, you guys, in today's video, I thought I would go into something that I kind of talked about on top 10 here and there, but I don't think people realize how deep rooted it actually is. Now, I'm sure many people have phobias of many things. Many people are scared of spiders so much so that they legit have arachnophobia. Other people are scared of heights. Other people literally are claustrophobic, etc., etc. The list goes on. You can literally be phobic of having a phobia, like Inception much. What I want to get into today, it's a bit of a story time, is what it is like dealing with galeophobia or salacophobia. They're interchangeable, they're the same thing, and it's the irrational fear of sharks. Now I know what you're gonna say, oh, sharks are harmless, they don't even kill anyone. Did you know that vending machines killed more humans in a year than sharks? Yes, I know, I've heard it all before. And even though I've heard it all before, it does not make a difference at all. Even people are like, oh, but like so many sharks are getting killed because people want to eat shark fin soup. Like, do you understand what's gonna happen to the hierarchy of food in the animal kingdom if sharks end up going extinct? Like, I know, I'm an educated person, believe me, I know, but that does not stop me from wanting them to go extinct so badly. Now, where did this all begin? I feel like most people who have a very deep-rooted phobia of sharks probably watched a few shark movies when they were young or growing up, and that's where it kind of came from. Well, I started it off the very same way. Now, if you guys don't know, I have older sisters who are about 6 years older than me. And when Jaws and all these movies came out, they really wanted to watch them at home and they made me watch them with them. And that is fine, you know, I didn't really know what I was going into. I didn't know what I was gonna watch. They just said it was a shark movie and I was like, oh, whatever, sharks. At that time, dolphins were my favorite animals, so I was like, ooh, it's kind of like the same thing. No, it is not the same thing. Do not let anyone fool you. They're not the same thing. Now, basically, I think I was 6 years old when I watched Jaws for the first time, and then Jaws 2, and then Jaws 3 when they eventually obviously came out, and I can't tell you how those images were etched into my mind, and like I can still remember, oh, like even if I hear the da-na, da-na, like I start getting goosebumps and like my heart starts beating really fast. Like, even though it's so funny, I even tried to watch Jaws again at this age in life and I still couldn't do it, even though I know it's so like fake looking and it was clearly a mechanical shark, but I can't get over it. And it wasn't just Jaws that they made me watch. I also watched this movie Deep Blue Sea, which really, like, I'm actually just getting like sort of anxious just thinking about it. Deep Blue Sea was basically like this underground lab, which is obviously underground in the sea, which basically has a crack or something and water starts coming in, and they've started experimenting on these sharks. So these sharks are smarter than usual, and so they basically break into the lab and start killing people one by one, and it's like I can't even imagine. So how did this translate into my everyday life, you may ask? Well, basically, while I was in school, it was actually in year 1 or year 2, grade 1, grade 2, whatever you want to call it. We had swimming lessons at school, and without fail, every single week when we had to do swimming, I would make any excuse to not enter the pool. And I know for a fact sharks do not exist in a swimming pool. They're too big, they cannot exist, the pool is not deep enough, I know. But I can't shake the feeling that there is a shark in the pool. And obviously you can't really see that well underwater. I already have glasses, so I couldn't see that well underwater. And I was like, I don't know what could be in there. I don't know if it could be coming out of the drain at the bottom of the pool. Like, I don't know. And so for the longest time, I would keep telling my PE teachers, which is like physical education for like people who don't know the British system. I kept telling my PE teachers that, oh, like I can't swim today. I'm not feeling well. Or like I would get my mum to write letters every single week, making up an excuse one or the other why I could not swim that week. And eventually they actually called my parents and they were like, hey, your daughter has missed 90% of the swimming lessons, she has to attend them. And I was like, I don't want to go in this pool. And it was broad daylight, it's not like it was dark or anything. And so they started me off in the shallow end, and it's not like I'm a weak swimmer, I'm actually quite a good swimmer, but I just don't like swimming. So they would start me off in the shallow, and because I was a good swimmer, they'd be like, oh, would you like to move to the deep end? Would you like to move to the deep end? And I was like, hell no, I don't want to move to the deep end. You know what's waiting for me in the deep end? Jaws. Literally, like, I can't even tell you. It was to the point where I had just watched Finding Nemo, and I don't even remember what the shark was called in Finding Nemo, but that one moment where the shark smiles and all its teeth are showing, and I know it's a cartoon, but it terrified the shit out of me, you guys. There was this one time where my teacher was like, please do one length of the deep. Do one length, and she was like, the whole class will be waiting for you on the other side, and we'll be clapping, and we can't wait for you to do it. And that's kind of like, I feel like emotional just manipulation. Like, she was like really egging me on and trying to make me do it. I got into the pool after crying, obviously, and I got in one side of the deep end, and like I can't, like, even like my toes are curling right now thinking about this because I remember it so clearly. Like, I was swimming and it was front crawl, so it wasn't even a big deal. And every time I closed my eyes in the water, I could not get the image of a shark out of my head. I could not get the image of that still from Finding Nemo right in front of me, that when I opened my eyes, that shark would be there smiling at me. And it was to the point I could not do backstroke at all. I was gonna say back crawl. I could not do backstroke because I didn't know what was behind me. Like, you're going back like this, I didn't know what the hell was behind me. And the reason I would go so fast swimming backstroke is because I literally felt like a shark was coming to me. It was chasing me and I had to go as fast as I could. Like, it is so, I know it's so irrational, believe me, I know, but like I couldn't shake it. I hated swimming. In high school, it was a lot better because it was like 30, 40 of us in the pool at the same time, and you could choose what level of water you want it to be. So I'd be right in the middle with like 20 people on each side of me, and I felt safe that way. I don't mind being in a pool if there's more people in the pool with me. So either way, that obviously was a big deal to me, but I tried to get through it. Then it came swimming at home, and obviously my friends growing up, we had a pool in our compound and we loved going swimming. We'd play cops and robbers, but in the pool there was this giant rock formation that was obviously like plastic or fake, but we'd climb it and jump into the pool. It was so much fun. Obviously in Dubai, it's summer, it's hot, you want to go swimming, and we would swim from like 7 p.m. to like 10 p.m. at night, and it is dark. And even though the lights are on, there's something about the lights being on that just, it makes the pool look so eerie. And I can't, like, there was a point where my friends tried to condition me out of this phobia, and I told them, I was like, I'm not going to the deep end at night. I will sit on like the steps of the shallow, but I'm not going into the deep end. Like, it's dark. And obviously, like, you see shadows in the pool. I don't know, what's in the dark shadow that's not already lit by the light? What's in there? Like, I don't know. Like, I was so terrified, and they literally all grabbed me and they started swimming with me. Like, they grabbed me, they were holding me. I wasn't even swimming, they were swimming, holding me, and they would bring me to the deep end, and I was literally screaming and crying. I was like, please don't do this. I was like, you guys cannot condition me out of this right now. I can't, I don't want to be in the pool. Like, I cannot. It's actually gotten so bad, but either way, I'll get to that later on. Then it started affecting me in ways when I'd use the bathroom. So for example, when I was little, you know those things that you put in the flush tank sort of thing, that little blue circular thing that you put in, and every time you flush there's like a bunch of bubbles that come and stuff. So basically we obviously always use those in the flush, and there was this one day where I was having a very, you know, like bad day. Not bad day, but the anxiety over this fear was worse in that period than usual, and I sat down to take a shit. Not gonna lie, I wasn't peeing, I wanted to take a shit, and the fact that I couldn't see beyond the bubbles was terrifying me, because I was like, I don't know if a shark could come up through the pipes, and I know a shark definitely cannot fit through the pipes and come up into the toilet bowl, but that's what I thought. So I did not even use the bathroom. I was gonna shit, but I didn't shit. I literally did not shit for 3 days, and mind you, I was like quite small at the time, so my dad made me go to the bathroom, made me poop. He was like, I'm waiting right right here. Obviously he was like turned away. He was like, I'm waiting right here. Nothing is gonna eat you. Just take a shit. Obviously he didn't say that because I was small and that's explicit, but he was like, just poop, you will be fine. And I did it and I was like, okay, I can do this. So that has never come back in that much intensity. I've been able to use the bathroom after that, even if there are bubbles and I can't see, I'm fine, because I at least know that is just too irrational for me to not. Like, as I'm older now, I know that's not possible. But even in the bath, even in the bath, if the water level gets too high, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm a bit nervous. And it's not that like, oh, it's deep, I could drown and a shark could come get me. I'm just worried that either the bathtub will go down and I will fall into a sort of ocean and a shark will be there, or a shark will kind of fall from above from the ceiling. I know it's really dumb, but these are real fears for me. And even saying these out loud, I know I sound really fucking stupid and you probably are gonna be like, lol, you're a fucking dickhead. And I get that, I completely agree with you, but like, it's irrational, I can't control it. These are my thoughts when they're happening, and like, oh, it's bad. Honestly, it's bad. Even when I'm taking a shower and I close my eyes, either a serial killer is gonna come and get me, or like a shark's gonna come either from below or above. I was like, either from below or above. From below or above. So that is how I am in terms of showering, using the bathroom and the pool. So let me tell you one very traumatic event that happened to me. So me and my friends, and keep in mind, I can go in the ocean no problem. Like, I can go until the water is probably at my thighs. That's how far I'd go. I don't like going deeper than that, because especially I don't like stepping on things that I don't know what's there. I just don't like it. So either way, there was this one time where me and my friends went to the beach in Dubai. We wanted to go play in the waves and stuff like that. And I knew there were no sharks in Dubai. We don't have the climate for it. It's not the area. But even still, nothing had happened to me at that point. So I was like, it's okay. I can go in the ocean. It's not an issue. So I was there talking to one of my best friends. Her name is Leanne. And her little brother, I didn't know this, but her little brother, Jad, you little shit. Her little brother was wearing goggles and just kind of like swimming around like in the shallow like shore area. And I was talking to Leanne and I had my back to where he was. I didn't even know what he was doing at that point. And all of a sudden, while I'm talking to Leanne, I feel these sharp things clamp my ankle. And at the time, I obviously didn't know it was Jad. It was his hand and he was clamping me with his nails, trying to scare me, but I did not know that. I screamed at the top of my lungs. I thought a shark or a hammerhead shark had bit me. I ran onto the sand and just flopped down and cried for half an hour. And Jad felt so bad. He was like, oh, like, I didn't think your fears were that bad. And I was like, you know me, you've grown up with me. You know I can't go in the deep end. Like, you know this. Why would you do this to me? And after that, I didn't go into the ocean, period. I was like, hell no. I was like, that's not happening. Even though I knew it was Jad after that, but I was like, why would you do that? Like, it took them so long to calm me down. And I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out. So that's another experience I had. So there's a lot of things culminating to my fears. Another thing that happened to me was we went on a school trip to Musandam, Oman, and they wanted us to go snorkeling. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't go snorkeling. I'm afraid of sharks, because my teacher, my 4th grade teacher, actually just threw me into the ocean. So I was like, okay. But there was a snorkeling instructor there. And because Dubai is very sandy and whatnot, it's not like, I'm saying ocean like we have an ocean, the Arabian Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the sea is not clear. It's very murky, it's very greeny, yellowish, you can't see anything. Even though I was wearing goggles, I could not see anything. And even now I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about when I had to look down and seeing nothing. Can you just imagine being in the sea? You don't know how deep the sea is, just looking down and not being able to see what could come rushing up at you. Like, I was terrified. And I was swimming this close to the snorkeling instructor. Like, I was right next to him. I actually held on to him and he actually pushed me away. And at that point I was like, give me the strength. Like, I could not, I rushed. Like, I was like, I think I had a buddy at that point. I was just holding on to them as they took me to the shore, like the little island, if you will, that we were going to. And the swim back to the little, what was it? A dhow? A ship. It wasn't a ship. I think it's called a dhow. Those Arabian ships. I don't know how to explain what it was, but we had to go back to obviously the vessel we came on. And people weren't doing a buddy system. They were just swimming on their own and going. And I was like, how am I gonna make this swim on my own from the shore to this ship that's a far distance away. And I didn't want to do it alone, and I was like, oh my God, but everyone was already leaving, and I was like, I need to leave with a group of people, but they were already ahead of me. So the only thing I could think of, I was like, just go as fast as you can. Don't think about it. Don't open your eyes. Don't think about it. Don't look anywhere. You're not here. I don't even know how I made it through that, but after that, I got into the boat and I started crying. So there you go, crybaby me. So those are kind of my traumatic experiences in the sea. Another one, oh my God. We were on holiday in Phuket, Thailand, and my sisters had taken me into the ocean, and we were just standing there, and obviously I was young. I was probably 9 at the time. My parents were on the shore, they were watching us, and my mum explicitly told my sister Neha, she was like, do not let go of her. Under any circumstances, do not let go of her. Even though I could swim, but it's the ocean. You know what I mean? Either way, Neha, for some odd reason, because she is literally the incarnation of evil itself, she let go of me, and the waves were quite strong and they just took me. I felt automatically like this. My face was on the seabed and I could feel the ocean dragging me deeper, and I even had my hands in the seabed. I was like, Lord, take the wheel, do not drag me. And I was like, the thoughts I had at the moment, I was like, the sea is gonna take me away. I'm gonna get stranded somewhere and a shark is gonna come eat me, and I will never, no one will ever know what happened to me. No one will ever find me. Eventually, my other sister, Mahin, bless your soul, she got me up and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not okay. Do I look okay? I'm not okay. Like, I'm not okay. Either way, so what is my situation? How am I coping with it right now? I have no problem taking a shower now. I have no problem using the bathroom. The only kind of thing I can't do is I cannot swim in a pool alone. And I can't go in a pool if I'm not wearing goggles. Like, I remember 2 summers ago, I was trying to lose weight and I was swimming and my ex was there and he wasn't in the mood to swim. And I was like, I need to lose weight and do cardio, but I can't get in the pool if you're not in the pool. So what I made him do was I literally made him walk with me as I did the lengths. Can you imagine? This was the side of the pool. I was right here. Like, my hands kept hitting the side of the pool, but I was like, I need to be as close to him as possible because there's just so much space in this pool that like is unoccupied by anyone, and I don't know what could be in the pool. So I was like, this is the only way I can do this if like I'm as close to this person as possible. And I would keep telling him, I was like, you need to shout so I can hear you, and I know that you're there, and I know that I'm not alone. And you need to watch behind me, you need to watch in front of me, because I'm not swimming if you're not watching me. So that's literally how I would swim. I would make him walk up and down the pool and watch me swim. Like, I can't tell you guys, like, I can't, in broad daylight, nighttime, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't like going in a pool. Like, I don't like it. But that's kind of a very abrupt way to end it, but that's basically all I have for you guys. I know I went into extreme detail, and I kid you not, guys, I watched the movie Shallows on the plane and I had a minor anxiety attack, I'm not gonna lie. It's so weird. It's like the thing I'm scared of the most, but anytime there's a shark documentary or like a shark movie, like something in me is like, you need to watch this. Like, you need to warn yourself and protect yourself, and you need to watch it. Even though I know it's all fictional, it's not real. I know sharks don't actually hurt people unless they're provoked. And you know, like, they think you're seals from below and whatnot, but it's like, dude, I'm not a seal. I'm not a seal. I would start researching all these shark attack stories and whatnot, and I was like, I can't, like, these things actually happen. And my Australian friends who are fucking going swimming in the Great Barrier Reef, knowing there's so many great white sharks there, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is a death sentence waiting to happen, my friend. Like, I can't. I watched The Meg as well. The Meg wasn't that bad. The Meg, oh no. I'm getting memories of it and I don't like it. Yeah, it's bad. It's so funny. I actually made my dad research when I was like 10 years old. He was at work. He was actually doing work at the office. And I was like, can you please give me a research file on dolphins and sharks, please? Because I need to know what I'm up against. And so he actually gave me that day, and it was so cute. And I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. And that's also why dolphins were my favorite animals for the longest time, because I was like, dolphins attack sharks. Dolphins are smarter than sharks. And I was always told that if you're in the ocean or something and dolphins are near you, sharks will not go near you. And just the thought of like seeing the fin come up out of you don't know if it's a shark or a dolphin. Like, I know you know, but like in the moment you don't know. Just the thought of like, you know, when the seawater starts reddening with your blood and the shark's like humans. And it just, I know it's not real, and I know they're more attracted to fish blood than our blood, but I can't take it out of my head. And I feel so bad for sharks because Jaws has given them such a bad reputation, such a bad name, and this video will probably give them an even worse name, but I'm sorry, I cannot help it. I went so far as to now I know exactly, like if I was in the water with a shark, I know exactly what I would have to do to get out. A, poke them in the eye, and also put your hands in their gills and pull. Like I will blind you, I will rip your gills off, I don't care. You are not, like they have 3-4 rows of teeth, like hundreds of teeth. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, no, do I look like an idiot? Like, and my friends are always like, oh, do you wanna go cage diving? No, well, me? And everyone's like, oh, like scuba diving is something everyone has to do. Like, no, I'm good, miss me with that shit, thank you. Either way, you guys, that is it for today's video. Let me know what your phobias are in the comments below. Let me know if you have the same phobia I do. Let me know what you think of this ridiculous but very true video in the comments below. As always, I'm your shark-hating favorite YouTuber, Ayman, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!